want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakudash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, so I'm in the 62nd Psalm today, and the word psalm, it means song or melody in Hebrew. So that's what we do. We talk about we're singing a new song because we have this new understanding. It's ancient knowledge, but new understanding, right? Come into remembrance. So this is a Psalm 62, or the melody 62. And it was written by King David. So let's without further ado, let's get in it. Truly my soul waiteth upon the Most High, from him cometh my salvation. So the elect, that's the spirit we're in. We're waiting for our salvation. All right? We're waiting upon Yahawah, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, to crack the clouds and save us on those chariots. When I say clouds, that's a parable for the chariot, or the so-called UFO. I might as well get the quick precept, because this is our expectation. You see, we expect to be taken up in those chariots. Psalm 104:3, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. All right, so it says here, Yahawah makes the clouds his chariot. In the chariots, so-called UFOs, they can come in so many different forms, They can manifest and shape-shift and appear as almost anything, Well, I shouldn't even say almost. They can do what they want. We've seen them as Hebrew letters in the sky. We've seen them as what you would call a comet, We've seen them as disc-shaped objects. We've seen them as roll-shaped objects. We've seen them as clouds. We've seen them in several different variances, you see. I mean, these chariots, they have unlimited capabilities. But one of the capabilities is to appear as a cloud in the sky. 62, Psalm 62 in verse 2. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. Right? So if we're in this truth, if we're a part of the elect, the only rock, the only salvation that we have is Yahawah Bashem Yahweh Shai. He is my defense. Who is going to save us in that day? The chariots are going to defend us from the destruction. All right? We're going to hide in the chariot until the indignation becomes, passes over. Let me get that real quick. It's in Isaiah, because this is going to be our defense during nuclear war. You know how they say no weapon formed against me shall prosper? That's Isaiah 54:17. Not even a nuclear missile is going to prosper against the elect. Isaiah 26 and verse 20, it says, Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as if it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpast. All right? Indignation is righteous hatred, because it's righteous hatred when Yahawah Bashem Yahweh Shai visits the earth and brings that sword on the earth, meaning war and destruction. You're going to be, the best place for anyone is going to be inside a chariot, or what you call a UFO, until the indignation be past, like we just read. All right, Psalm 62 and 3. How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain, all of you. As a bowing wall shall ye be, and a tottering fence. So you're not going to have no defense if you're not coming into the fold of Yahawah Bashem Yahweh Shai. If you're not calling on the true names, if you're not understanding and receiving the true doctrine of this Holy Bible, you're going to be like a tottering fence, meaning a fence that's just ready to blow over, Like if a fence is tottering, meaning it's moving back and forth when the wind is blowing. That's how you're going to be. You ain't going to have no stability. You're not going to be immovable like the elect. We just read, I shall not be moved. I shall not be greatly moved. He said in Psalm 62:2 at the end of the verse, at the top of the screen. I shall not be greatly moved. But if you don't come into the fold, or you're not in this doctrine, or believing this truth, or receiving it, that doesn't apply to you. You will be moved. All right. Verse 4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Right. So these people, they try to act godly. They'll show you love to your face, but they'll hate you on the inside. Plotting against you. Putting a nice countenance around you, but when you're not around, they got the wicked countenance. Is how they really feel about you. You see, and the elect, we're not deceived, because we know even when you're being smiling in our face, we know how wicked you are. You see. It's a discernment spirit. The elect have a discerning spirit. A discerning spirit is a spirit that lets you recognize things. That's what the word discern means. Yeah, when you read the word discern, it means recognize or detect or pick out, notice, observe, determine, tell apart. You see? So the elect, we can tell apart the wicked from the good. We can recognize the wicked, even if they're acting fake to us. That's the characteristic of the elect. Verse 4. They only consult to cast him down. Oh, I read that. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. All right. My soul, wait thou only upon the Most High, for my expectation is from him. Right. I told you a couple videos ago, that was the title of my lesson, talking about our expectations. Because if you're of the elect, and if you're of the hopeful elect, you should have an expectation. You should be expecting Yahawah B'Shem Yahushua to take you up in a chariot, especially if the Lord has revealed the chariots to you. He showed them to you. You go through this wicked-ass world. We're in the middle of the abominations done. That's why we sigh and cry, because we're in the midst of all these abominations. But Yahawah B'Shem Yahushua, he's a power of balance. He'll show you a chariot here and there. That's why we constantly look up to the skies, because when we do see them chariots, it's a huge faith builder. See? Especially when we're at camp and the chariots just start to reveal themselves to us. You see? So that's our expectation. When you see your ride home, hey, you're going to expect a ride home, right? That's how it works. Verse 6. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. And he says it again. See that? He says that again. He just said that in verse 2. Now he's saying it in verse 6. The elect won't be moved, not even by nuclear fire, not even by nuclear missiles. When you get that emergency